It's been a joy to be a Junk Journal guest collaborator with Susan of I Turtly Love It. This video's mixed media junk journaling spread is part in a series in her monthly junk journal collaborative, which is called Junk Journal Madness. You can find other videos about this journal collaboration in the description. Thanks so much for following along as we share our junk journal ideas, subscribing to our channels, and connecting up on Instagram too. I'm starting this mixed media art spread with some white gesso circles, followed by yellow and green acrylic paints. The theme of this whole journal is cornucopia of gratitude. And on this spread, I'm working through feelings about health challenges and expressing thankfulness for how I've grown and fortified myself by going through them. Previously, I had written the words, "Health challenges create strength," on this page as an affirmation reminder that I didn't want to just include the easy things in life in this gratitude journal. Notice the straight lines on the left-hand page? They represent health and medical concerns, layered with complicated details of the stencil. The meditative circular patterning on the right represents healing and working through things. After the left-hand side dries, I end up covering most of it with white to again symbolize healing. You can still see a little bit of the color remaining at the end, as well as the texture of the stencil underneath that layer of white gesso, because we can never quite be completely brand new again. Whatever health journey, whether it's physical or mental or both, is still part of our story. The color palette and some of the motions of my brush are themes throughout other pages of this junk journal as well. Actually, this spread is more in the realm of a mixed media art journal spread. When the paint dries, I'm doodling with a Pigma Micron pen, again in a style reminiscent of the rest of the journal, to create cohesiveness and continuity between the pages. When I say that this spread is more like an art journal, that means that I'm just using paint and pen, a bit of glitter glue, rather than the pockets, tags, envelopes, paper crafting, collage, and stickers that are on a lot of the other pages, although I can't stay away from paint on some of the other pages too. Speaking of pages, the actual paper that I'm using is photocopy paper. So it adds to that crinkly texture, adds to a junk journal feel. Whereas when I work in art journals, I usually use a thicker mixed media paper. So my abstract sketches here are referencing building and growth, step-by-step actions, progress, plans for the health conditions that I mentioned earlier. Art is a really important way that I deal with and cope with life, whatever comes my way. Working with my hands in a visual spatial format helps remove me somewhat from the analytical thought and stress and analysis. Then I can look at my artwork later and extract the meaning if I choose. I didn't plan out all the symbolism of this spread ahead of time. I just knew that I wanted circular paint patterns and that rhythm of the circle to represent wellness and putting health in order. So I started from there, went with that, felt my feelings, kept my intention that this spread was about health and wellness, and I interpreted more of the meanings and symbolism of it with you after the fact. Thanks for junk journaling with me and following along with Junk Journal Madness.